There's too much noise in the backpack space. If you're new here, I'm Zach, and the 11 is my curated reference list for EDC and personal item backpacks, the only types of backpacks that I personally carry. They live on the hooks on my wall, and every new backpack I review has to replace one of the ones I already have, or else it doesn't stay. A hard number forces you to choose what actually matters. Today, we're seeing if this one has what it takes. My first impressions on the Tomtoc UrbanEX-T77 22L is that its name is a mouthful. I really think Tomtoc should reconsider their naming conventions. That's neither here nor there, but it's just UrbanEX-T77. It's just so overly complicated. It sounds like a robot coming off the production line. The thing that hits you first about this bag is how lightweight it is. It's only 1.9 pounds. There's some real efficiency to that weight. I think it's a great liter to weight ratio. You get 22 liters and only 1.9 pounds. That's really nice. Tomtoc clearly designed this bag for someone who really prioritizes low weight in their backpacks. The materials themselves feel exactly what they are. 400D polyester on the body with an 840D reinforced base. It's functional, it's smooth. It doesn't have the texture depth or quality of something like a Cordura or an X-Pack or an Ultra. It feels like a well-made commuter bag from a brand that really knows how to make commuter bags. Not premium, not flashy, just really competent. Who is this for? This is for the commuter who wants real organization without paying like really premium prices. The person taking the bus to work. The bike commuter who needs something light. The practical student who treats their backpack like a tool rather than a fashion accessory. There's nothing really aspirational about this bag, and I honestly mean that as a compliment. Tomtoc is not trying to sell you a lifestyle. They're trying to sell you a backpack that just works. So let's see if it delivers on that promise. So here's what I packed into this backpack. You can see in their water bottle pocket, I've got my Zuzu Barefoot water bottle. In the other nice water bottle pocket, I just have my Davik mini umbrella. Love this travel umbrella. As far as my laptop, if you look, you have this separate zipper access to the laptop sleeve, although it's all contained within the same compartment. So I just have my 13-inch MacBook Pro in my Orbitkey hybrid laptop sleeve. It's a really nice padded pocket, lots of structure, lots of feltiness, nothing's gonna get scratched. Then you have a separate little tablet sleeve right in front of it. I just have my Newfie portable mechanical keyboard. So if you're going through TSA, it makes it easy to grab out your stuff, although it's not a separate compartment. In terms of the front compartments, you got two right here. In the top one, I have my Bellroy Laneway sunglasses pouch and my Sony noise canceling over-the-ear headphones. And what's interesting about this pocket is there is some vertical room. Although it would be better if this was like a separate smaller pocket up here. You could have just made like a really small top quick access because I feel like the vertical space is wasted here. You have some internal volume right there. You have two little slide pockets. In the first one, I have my Field Notes notebook, 10% off if you use coupon code visionswell, and the link in the description below. Leuchtturm pen sleeve, Leuchtturm der Griffel pen. So you can see these two little slide pockets in here for a little bit of organization. Nice big quick access, lots of room. And then in the bottom one, I just have some other quick access gear. So I've got my Pioneer Carry wallet, my cell phone, and there's a nice long key leash. It's non-removable, it's sewn in, but it's long enough to open your door. Nice little thing to have. That Tomtoc logo down here. It's a really techy looking logo overall. Then we can open up the main compartment. On the beaver flap, you've just got one stretch mesh pocket with some nice stretch mesh. Peak Design packable tote. Muji pouch with my Ambernick gaming console. Bellroy cinch pouch with my medical gear. Evergood's Cap 2 with my mouse and all my associated tech. And here's the other view of that main compartment where you have the tablet sleeve and the laptop sleeve. And they also give you one little internal slide pocket in here. Basically everything I'd take for a day of working out of a coffee shop or a quick day trip. The first thing this bag does really well is that clamshell opening. You unzip it, it lays flat, and you can see everything inside at once. That's not something unique to Tomtoc, but the execution here is clean. No hidden compartments where things disappear, no fighting the zipper to get full access. It opens, you pack, and it closes. This dedicated laptop sleeve is pretty cool. As I mentioned, you access it from that other zipper. You don't have to open the whole clamshell to grab your laptop at airport security or in line for a coffee. The laptop sleeve has a bit of a false bottom while the tablet sleeve doesn't, so just be aware of that. And the dual front compartments are the nice surprise of this bag. 2 separate zippered pockets on the front for small items with some internal sub-organization in the top one, maybe a wallet in one, charger and cables in the other, earbuds in one of the inner pockets, sunglasses in the other. It's pretty thoughtful design as far as small item organization. Now, as for how I tested this bag out, I took this bag to a coffee shop for an afternoon of work. It was really comfortable. The mesh back panel and the EVA shoulder strap padding actually let you breathe a little bit. I didn't end up with a sweaty back. The nice sternum strap on the rail system kept the load distributed even when I had my laptop and water bottle in there. For a budget commuter pack, the carrier experience is pretty dang good. I also took it on a quick errand run, coffee, library, grocery store. The clamshell was the only thing that gave me pause. A lot of times in an EDC bag, I need to grab a single item, and I instinctively reach for a normal top opening on some of my other EDC bags. Then I remembered I might have to like fully unzip the clamshell to dig in. That's just a minor frustration. I mean, I've dealt with that before in a lot of other bags that open clamshell and I still use for EDC, but it's something I like to notice. For bags that I'm using specifically for EDC, I like it to go about halfway or have some kind of system like the reworked Toshi where it like naturally stops at the top so you can just peel it back. I think that's a nice quality of life feature. It's not a necessity. I mean, it's easy enough to just partially open the zipper. And this bag is intended to be used for EDC as well as travel, so I think they wanted to account for both, and a full clamshell does that. The moment that really defined this bag for me was the second day I took it out for an EDC. I was carrying the bag through a sudden light rain on the way to my car, and the 400D polyester is really splash resistant, and it handled the rain exactly the way they claim it does. My laptop stayed dry, my tech stayed dry, and in that moment, this bag earned my respect in a specific way, does what it says it does, at the price they're asking without pretending to be something it's not. That's the experience. Now let's talk about what it represents. So Tomtoc is selling a specific idea with this bag, that you don't need to spend $300 to get a thoughtful, nice, useful commuter pack. The smart organization, pretty decent materials, and real comfort come at a price point that most people can actually afford. That bag design doesn't have to come at a luxury price point. The bag world has drifted pretty far towards like super premium materials, premium prices, and that assumption that everyone who cares about carry should be willing to spend several $100s, and not everyone can do that. Tomtoc is really pushing back on that, and I really respect them for it. Their argument is that thoughtful design is what makes a bag good, and thoughtful design doesn't have to be inherently expensive. I respect that argument. The UrbanEX-T77, despite its awful name, is genuinely well designed. The organization is smart, the features are super practical, the comfort is real, and at $72, it's currently on sale. I think it goes for like $89 regularly, but it's currently on sale for $72. And at $72, this bag is doing a lot more for its intended user than bags 3 times its price. But here's where the worldview meets its limit for me personally. The materials. The 400D polyester is fine. It's functional. It's exactly what you would expect at this price point. But over the last 2 years, I've been carrying all these premium backpacks. You know how the 11 is and the price points of all those backpacks. Built from premium Cordura, Codra, Ultra, X-Pack, wax canvas, vegetable tanned leather. Once you've lived with those materials for a while, you just can't unfeel the difference. The way they age, the way they feel, the way they catch light, the way they reward your use and abuse over the years. The Tomtoc is really not trying to compete on that ground. It's not the bag's fault. It's not Tomtoc's fault. It's the truth of where this bag sits in the marketplace. The UrbanEX-T77 is built to be replaced someday because the price point is low enough that replacement in a decade is reasonable. My premium bags are built to outlast me. If I had children, they would be handed down to them. Someone's gonna fight over them when I'm dead. Those are different products altogether with different relationships to the user. That's absolutely not a critique of this bag and absolutely not a critique of Tomtoc. I love Tomtoc. It's just an acknowledgement that I'm spoiled. I'm in a privileged position as a YouTube reviewer. I have access to a lot of very premium bags on a regular basis, and it has skewed me a little bit, so I'm trying to be totally transparent about that sort of bias in me. So the only honest critiques I would give this outside of my initial bias is that I usually prefer to have a separate laptop sleeve. I think they've come up with a cool solution by having a separate zipper so you can pull it out, but that always just makes me a little bit nervous when I'm in TSA that something's gonna fall out of my bag when I'm going for the laptop. I'd always prefer to have a separate laptop sleeve. So that's a minor critique. And the other one would just be its overall aesthetic. It kind of looks like the Pioneer Duration Pack and the Air City Pack Pro had a baby together. There's nothing super distinctive about its silhouette or really its visual personality. That's fine, not every bag needs to be a piece of art. But this does mean that it is a bag that you carry because of what it does, how it functions, not because of how it makes you feel when you put it on. That's a distinction in this category, and that may not matter to you. It matters to me, but I'm also surrounded by bags on a regular basis, so I'm a little bit different than the average consumer. So with all that being said, where does this land? Just to get right to it, the Tomtoc UrbanEX-T77 in the 22-liter size. It also comes in a bunch of other larger sizes if that's what you're looking for, and they vary slightly in their design. Doesn't earn a hook on the 11. And here's my honest reasoning. The 11 is my curated reference list for the best EDC and personal item size backpacks that I've ever tested. And every bag on the wall represents what I consider my top of the category across my personal different use cases. The Tomtoc is good, it's really good, it's genuinely good, but it doesn't displace anything that's already there because the bags on the wall are built from materials and craftsmanship that Tomtoc isn't even really trying to match, so it's kind of an unfair comparison. That's not a knock on Tomtoc. It's just where my personal bar is set. But, and this matters, the UrbanEX-T77 22-liter is a recommendation that I would absolutely make. Just not for the same person who would shop for bags like the 11. There's a difference between bag nerds and your average consumer, and I'm trying to make that distinction more clear. If you're new to thoughtful backpacks and you want to understand what good organization, real comfort, and smart design feel like, without spending super premium money and having that buyer's remorse, this bag is genuinely worth your $72. In fact, to me, it's worth $100 to $120. It will teach you what to look for in your next bag as you take your time experiencing all the good things that this bag gives you already. It will outlast a lot of cheaper alternatives like your Amazon Basics and your Walmart Ozark Trail bags. And it will do its job competently for years, and it's good enough looking that it doesn't look cheap. It can fit in a premium backpack crowd. You just know what you paid for it. If you're someone who already owns several premium bags, you know what that upgrade in price and materials gets you once you hit that $200 price point. You probably don't need this if you have all these premium bags. The Tomtoc fills a void that doesn't exist in your collection. So this is for two different types of people. If you want a beater bag and you already have a premium collection, this would fit right in as a commuter pack that you don't have to worry too much about for its price point. If you're new to the premium bag space, this is an excellent, amazing first option and really great bang for your buck. So no, this isn't earning a hook on the wall, it's getting deleted, but it's earning a real recommendation. Different audience, different conclusions, you may feel entirely differently. And that's just where I landed. Thank you as always for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and watching in general. Please enable notifications so that you don't miss anything. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.